here's the Yom Yom. These are sayings by the previous Lubavitcher Rebbe, Rebbe Yosef Yitzchak. We talked about him in the previous story. Sayings that were compiled by his son-in-law, who became the seventh Rebbe of Chabad, right, our Rebbe, and to this pamphlet form. So there's a saying for every day. Here we go. We find that God's love for Abraham was because he will command his children and his household. That's what God said. I love Abraham. This is right before Abraham. God told Abraham that he was going to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah, and then Abraham started praying for Sodom and Gomorrah. Before that, he said, I love Abraham because he will command Yitzaveh, Laman Asher, Yitzaveh, that he will command his children and his household to me. The word command also means to connect, to bring into a communion, the connection with God. All of Abraham's great service and the tests that he was subjected, right? 10 terrible tests that God and told him to do, things that were just go against the fiber of any religious person. God told him to do. God promised him things and he didn't come across with the promises. All the things that Abraham did to serve God, circumcise himself, cannot be compared to his influencing others and bringing them into connection with the Creator who's creating them. In other words, meriting others is more important than meriting yourself. Meriting yourself is important, but not as important as meriting others. Okay, that is today. Let's make this bigger here. Okay, now we'll make this tomorrow. That is today. Let's do Shabbat. Okay, if a person, it's a big commandment to get married, and the commandment to get married comes from a sentence that you should be fruitful and multiply. So the main thing of getting married is to have children. And everybody prays for children. All Jewish people pray for children. And children is like the most important thing, right? In a way, is to have children and educate them properly, what we just finished saying, to educate them properly. But it's troubles, it's problems. If a person does not get married, or he gets married, doesn't have children, so his life is a lot easier. It might be more boring, it might be a lot less meaningful, but it certainly is a lot easier. And a lot of times children give their parents big troubles, especially if you care about your children. I mean, if you don't care about your children, then there's no problems whatsoever, like these single mother, families, but then it destroys the whole family. And so it's a big commandment to have children, and it's a big commandment to educate them properly. And that is very, very difficult. And sometimes it gets to the level of almost impossible. So the greatest assurance of you want God to help you, Jewish parents, that they need special help for their children, is giving money and supporting those who study Torah. When you support others who give Torah, that gives a big help to you from God. Of course, nothing is 100%. Nothing is 100%. But generally, a person that learns Torah, it fixes him up. It fixes his personality up. Let's say 10%, 20%. If a person learns Chassidut, Chabad, that fixes your personality up another automatically. 10%, 15% could be. Right? 10%. Praying to God, right? That helps another 5%. It helps, says the Rebbe. But learning Torah and doing the commandments, that gives a really big special type of help. Helping others to learn Torah. Supporting learning Torah. That, let's say, helps 40%. What do you want to call it? 40%? That's so helping learning Torah, that is a tremendous help for you, especially raising your children. Shalom Abba. Good. Thank you for coming. How'd you know I was on? In any case, here I am.
I just tried it.
Thank you. Okay, now.
But it's over now.
I don't think so since you came, so we'll have to do something. We'll do something special. Here we go.